Hey guys, so I'm back with another hair tutorial, and the one that we're going to do today is this one right over here. So it's more sort of those loose Bohemian waves, and I'm using a curling iron that has a clip, but we're not using the clip for this look. So if you have a clipless curling iron, that's perfect, but if you don't, any sort of curling iron that's about a 1 inch or a 1 1/4 inch will do for this hair tutorial, and a really good hairspray. And some really good clips, strong secure clips, like these ones right over here that are like the jaw-like clips. So we're just gonna get right into it. If you've seen my other hair tutorial, you'll know that I like to section off my hair when I'm doing it. So make sure that your hair is all brushed out first so there's no tangles at all. And then what you wanna do is part it down the center and take it from the crown of the head and just pull it down right by your ears. And those will be your two top sections right here. And just take any sort of clips and just fasten it into place. I really like these jaw clips because I find it doesn't dent your hair at all, and it's very strong. It holds a lot of hair in place, and I have a lot of hair, so it gets very heavy. So those clips work beautifully if you have tons and tons of hair. So what you want to do now is you want to leave a very narrow section at the bottom of the back of your head. So just sort of take a section and clip it up. So we're just going to clip that back there. I mean, they don't have to be perfectly straight sections at all. All it really does is it helps you be very systematic and organized when it comes to curling your hair, which ends up saving you so much more time in the end. So now just take a section about 1 inch thick. So you're going to take a 1 inch curling iron. I think this is 1 inch. It's either 1 or 1 1/4. And if you have a clipless curling iron, that's going to work a lot better. But what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to use it as a clipless curling iron. I'm going to take it from the top behind my hair, and I'm just going to wrap it around and hold it in place like that. So I've got a little bit hanging off the edge here. So we're just going to hold it in place and then let it go. And you'll get this kind of curl right here. So that's how you use these kind of curling irons as a clipless curling iron. Don't use the clip at all, just hold it into place and wrap the hair around it. So we're taking another section here and just wrapping it around again. And if you want, you can always vary the direction of the curl. So instead of wrapping it back like this, you're going to put the curling iron in front of it and wrap it forward like that. And when it comes to going on the opposite side, so you'll notice that you'll be a lot more coordinated with whatever hand you write with. So I'm right-handed, so this is a little bit more difficult for me, but I'm going to grab it with my left hand, and I'm going to take it from behind my head, and I'm just going to do the same thing I did on the other side and just wrap it around. And I find if you have a ceramic curling iron too, this one's metal, but if you have a ceramic curling iron, they tend to hold the heat in the curling iron for a lot longer. So when it's transferring heat from the curling iron to your hair, it doesn't lose too much heat, so it ends up being very consistent whenever you're curling your hair. Whereas I find that metal ones, they'll transfer the heat onto your hair, but they'll lose heat a lot quicker. So you'll have to hold it for a lot longer. So I definitely suggest investing in a ceramic curling iron instead. So once you've finished that section, what you want to do is just hairspray it in place. So what I like to do is just put this all over to one side so I know it's already curled. I'm going to take Another section, so take that hair that was at the back of the head that was pinned up, and we're just going to take another section. And I'm going to clip the rest out of the way. And we're going to start curling this now. So I'll put the hair that hasn't been done around this side of my shoulder and the hair that has been done on this side of my shoulder, just to keep it all separate. And the thing that I like about not using the clip is that you get a lot looser waves, a lot more natural looking waves than if you were to use the clip, because when you use a clip, it gives you almost that sort of like perfect looking curl. When you do it this way, it's a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more natural looking. So just spray that all. Take another section. And when it comes to hair that's coming from towards the top of the head, what you want to do is start the curl a little bit lower down. So not up here, but maybe about there. So that when you look at the curl when it comes down, it starts about at your earlobe. Okay, so now we're just going to keep all the hair at the back of the head, and we're moving on to the sections at the front. So I'm just going to take one side here, and how I usually work with this hair is I'll just section off from the bottom right here. And whatever hair I'm not using at the moment, I'm just going to put it on this side and clip it in place. So all the hair at the top of the head, first of all, I'm starting a little bit lower, and I'm going to be curling it in a direction away from my face. So this will give you about 3 sections altogether. What I'm going to do with this section at the front is I'm going to wrap it around, but just sort of slide it down a little bit so that it's not so close to the top of your head, and let it go. You really don't want to hold that section for too long, because you'll get a curl where what you're really actually trying to do is create a little bit of a wave. And we got one more section to go. So remember to start a little bit further down your hair. And remember to sort of curl the bottom of it. And now what you want to do is just run your fingers through it so you're sort of loosening the curl a little bit. And that will give you that sort of bohemian look to it, and it'll look a little less constructed. And that's my Bohemian Waves hair tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. Ow, ow, ow. And that's my Bohemian hair makeup tutorial.